You know, when we talk about the Six of Hearts, we're entering the realm of emotional harmony and relational balance, but not in a dreamy way. It's a practical, karmic kind of love. This card asks, what have you put into your relationships and what are you receiving back? But that's just the surface. When you look deeper through the lens of the eight planetary cards, you start to see the full architecture of a lifetime built around emotional responsibility, fairness, and learning through connection. Let's break this down. Mercury speaks to how you think, communicate, and process. With the Four of Clubs here, there's a mental steadiness, a craving for logic and structure. You're someone who likes ideas to be grounded, conversations to be meaningful, and your thoughts to be part of a bigger, stable framework. That makes you a great listener, not just because you care, but because you actually build a framework around what others are saying. This clarity of mind can be a gift in relationships or a challenge when emotions feel too messy. But for you, clear thinking is emotional support. In Venus, the Two of Diamonds tells us relationships are tied to shared values and even shared resources. You thrive when there's mutual purpose, building something together, creating value side by side. But if the energy exchange feels unequal, it throws you off. There's also a transactional edge here. Love and value are not easily separated. So you might ask yourself, do I love this person or do I love what we can build together? And can I tell the difference? Mars here gives us the Jack of Spades, and that's quite a wild card. It's bold, clever, restless, and strategic. In action, this makes you someone who doesn't mind getting your hands dirty, especially when a challenge piques your curiosity. You want to master the game, not just play it. But that drive can be isolating if it's not balanced. So ask yourself, am I charging ahead or are we moving together? The trickster energy of the Jack can either lead or deceive, depending on how grounded your intent is. Jupiter expands what it touches, and the Eight of Clubs is focused thought, mental power, and inner authority. You grow when you double down on your mental discipline, when you own ideas and follow through. There's a kind of magnetic influence here too. People trust your thinking, maybe more than they should. So the invitation is to use that influence wisely. Build something of value with your words and your mind, and you'll find the kind of prosperity that matters. Saturn, the teacher. And with the Six of Diamonds here, the lesson is all about financial and energetic accountability. Are you giving fairly? Are you receiving fairly? This is not a card of splashy generosity. It's about quiet integrity. You're not here to cut corners. You're here to learn how fairness in the material world reflects your inner values. And yes, that includes saying no when needed, because balance doesn't mean saying yes to everything. Uranus brings the unexpected, the unconventional, and the Four of Spades brings deep stability. It's a fascinating tension. You crave a solid routine, but only if it's on your terms. Work, lifestyle, health, these things need to feel like your own creation. If someone else imposes their structure on you, you rebel, not out of spite, but out of deep spiritual instinct. So your innovation comes from building new forms of structure that others can rely on too. Neptune governs your dreams and ideals, and the Ten of Hearts is all about popularity, connection, emotional abundance. You dream of love that includes everyone, a big family, a warm community, a stage where everyone is welcome. But this can also bring illusions, wanting to be liked more than wanting to be real. The growth here is in recognizing that not everyone needs to adore you, but the right people will stay when you're honest, and in that you find real joy. Finally, Pluto, the deep transformer. With the Ten of Diamonds here, your greatest transformation comes through prosperity. Not just money, but value in the truest sense. You're here to let go of fears around worth, to trust that what you bring has weight and meaning. But the road here, it might involve sacrifice, power struggles, even ego death. You learn that real wealth isn't about what you own, it's about what you can let go of and still feel full. So that's the story behind the Six of Hearts, the Peacemaker card. It's about emotional karma, yes, but look how deep that goes. You're asked to think clearly, love fairly, act boldly, speak wisely, and value what really matters. If you're walking this path, you're not just balancing relationships, you're mastering the art of sacred exchange. And if you made it this far, you already know the heart is not soft, it's strong. And yours? Strong enough to hold the weight of truth.